Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a fully automatic pumpkin or melon farm in Minecraft. This is really a simple build, so if you follow along with every step, you'll have plenty of melons or pumpkins in no time. So for this you're going to need 2 hoppers, 41 pistons, 41 observers, 21 redstone torches, 42 pieces of redstone dust, a redstone comparator, 4 chests, a minecart hopper, any slab, 5 light source blocks, so glowstone, sea lanterns or frog lights, around 2 stacks of blocks, some glass blocks as well, a bucket of water, 23 powered rails, 80 regular rails, and a total of 41 seeds of either pumpkin or melons or a mixture of both. And also you'll finally need a hoe just to till the ground as well. Once you've got all your materials ready, you're going to want to mine a 10 by 10 hole. Then make the hole 2 blocks deep. We are now going to be building our collection system. So to build this, you're going to want to come to any corner and mine 1, 2, 3 blocks like this. And continue it on, then 1, 2, 3 again, and then 1, 2, and then mine out this middle section like this. Once you've mined out this section, you're going to want to mine down another 2 blocks like this the whole way out of the section you've just mined. That should leave you with in total around a 4 block drop like this. Now looking down into the hole, place a double chest like this with a hopper connecting into it like that. You'll know the hopper's facing the right way if the funnel section is pointing towards the chest like this. Now go ahead and place a double chest on top of that hopper on the left side like that, with a hopper connecting into that chest. Once again making sure that the funnel part is going into the chest like this. You are now going to want to come behind the chest and the hopper and place a block here. Then place a comparator behind the hopper facing in this direction. Now you're going to want to mine out these 2 blocks here and place a block there. Then place a redstone torch in that gap with a block here and a redstone dust on top. You can finally place a powered rail on top of that hopper like so. You can now get any blocks and fill back in this hole like this. You might also have the problem that you'll see a piece of redstone dust poking through the floor like this. Just use the terrain and blend it in nicely so it looks like it was always meant to be there. Just covering it up with the terrain literally just hides the block really easily like that. You're now going to want to place a block in front of this hopper like this to allow the rails to be built further. You're then going to want to come from the block you just placed and go 1, 2 and 3 and mine this block here. Then continue on in a line like this. Also make it 2 blocks deep. Then do the same thing for the other side. Then fill it with redstone torches. Then come to your side with the chests, mine a hole and place a redstone torch and a block on top and do the same thing for the other side. Then place blocks on top of every other redstone torch you placed before. Now we're on to the fun part, doing all the rails. So what you're going to want to do is place a rail coming from this powered rail and turn the corner like that. Grab your powered rail and chuck one on top of this block you placed and continue on with regular rails until you get to here and place a powered rail like that. Just follow along with what's happening on my screen. Basically we're just placing powered rails on the blocks we placed with the redstone torches underneath, and we're just spiraling along through here with rails so that when we have a minecart and hopper on here, it will be able to pick up every single block that is on top of it. You see, how this system works is when the hopper picks up any blocks, it's going to pick them up and then drop them off here and get stuck by the redstone system until it's dropped them all off into the chest and then continue on its way. As you can see, the rails I threw out are all in this chest that I have just here. Hopefully that makes sense. You're now going to want to cover back up this section here, then grab your building blocks and come off from the side and build a section above these rails like this. And then on this side as well, and build a section like this. For the next 2 sections, you're going to want to mine out a row of blocks across here and across there. Then, once you've got the blocks mined out like this, you can then fill it back in with your blocks. Once you've done this, you're going to want to fill in the whole inside with a row of dirt like this. Once you're done, it should leave you with a 9 by 9 square of dirt. You're then going to want to find the chest section you found before. Because it's all filled up now, you won't be able to access it, so you should be able to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away from the edge you built and mine a hole and then place some ladders in that hole. Now you can access your storage area and any crops will be put in this chest or this chest. You're now going to want to find the center of your 9 by 9 square. One way to do this is obviously just eyeball it which by the looks of it, I've got it right. Or you can just build a line of blocks, it should be 4 from the side, and then you should find it like that. Once you've mined this hole, you're going to want to grab your slab and place it on the bottom half of this block. Then you're going to want to waterlog this slab with a bucket of water. That water block is going to provide water for this 9x9 square of the farm. You're now going to want to grab any hoe and mine out a checkered pattern on the floor like this. But now it's time for the crucial decision. Do we want pumpkins or melons? I'm actually going to choose both. So you can just place a strip of your chosen seeds or a mixture of both like what I'm doing and just place them along like this. So now we're actually up to probably the hardest step of this build. And to start this, we're going to want to build a temporary roof over the top of this farm. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3 blocks high and continue this the whole way across the top of the farm. Once you've built yourself your roof, you're going to want to grab your pistons, and above every piece of dirt you've got, you're going to want to crouch and place a piston, making sure it's facing down like that, and continue above every single dirt block you've got. This might take some time, but make sure you have got it facing the right way downwards, because a piston facing the wrong way can actually mess up the entire farm. Once you've placed every single one of your pistons, you can come up to the top of your roof and then mine the inside of the square you have placed. Once you're done, it should leave you with something that looks just like this. Now you're going to want to grab out your observers and your redstone dust. Now grab your observers and place them in all the gaps next to the pistons we have here, making sure the red dot faces upwards. Once you've placed all your observers, you should be left with something that looks like this. Grab your redstone dust and place a piece of redstone dust on top of every single observer we have. And once you've done that, you'll already be able to start to see that the pistons are actually already working. Now that we've done all that, the farm is basically completed. We've just got some final finishing touches to make this completely done. So we can place some glass around the outsides. So there we are, I've just placed some glass across the whole way around this farm. I'm just going to very quickly put on some finishing touches for my farm. This is just inspiration for you. You don't have to copy what I build, but it's just some ideas. So I've just finished up doing the top of this farm with slabs instead, and I've also just quickly decorated down here as well because it did look quite ugly before. I've even built ourselves some trapdoors here so we can still get at these chests, but we can also view the minecart if we want to as well. If you want this farm to work properly at night, you're going to want to place some glowstone or any light source block just across on every corner like this. Also in the middle. This observer here actually isn't necessary, so I can mine that and place the glowstone. I'll now give the farm 1 hour to see how much it can actually produce. Here's a 1 hour time lapse. Alright, so it's been about an hour now, and as you can see, I managed to get this much stuff in an hour AFKing around the farm. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like and also subscribing. And enjoy all the melons and pumpkins this farm will produce for you. See ya!